Well, there's a new hashtag trending on Twitter. It's Oscars so dumb. Charming. Not surprising, though, when you consider the shambles surrounding the awarding of the greatest prize of all at the Oscars, Best Picture. It was initially given to La La Land, the film, but then the mistake was realised and it was handed over to the actual winner, which was Moonlight. And apart from this rather high-profile mistake, what did the awards say about the state of the movie industry, especially after the Oscars so white row last year? James Abdou is a film producer with Spear Films, and he's here in London. He joins us now in the studio. Let's put aside the mistake for the moment, because that's, in a way, a short-term event. What do you make of the films that we saw being nominated and what they were saying? Because they are, after all, a reflection of society. What are they saying about what society is telling us right now?
I think we've seen wonderful selections come from the Academy. I think films like Moonlight, Fences, even La La Land are portraying such a diverse range of stories.
But is there a theme there? Is there something that the public is telling us about that they want to see?
I think the Academy is really embracing diversity. I think since 2 years ago we had the Oscars so white situation, they've taken many measures, and I think the consciousness of filmmakers has opened up, and the Academy Best Picture selections will show a real string of great independent filmmakers making incredible
So is that,
films.
do you think that there's also a reaction there against populism, and certainly that's what you saw?
Absolutely, and I think you're going to see more and more of that. And, you know, you only have to look at the films that received lots of nominations and selected. We didn't have big studio tentpole blockbuster pictures in this year's ceremony. We had a couple, but it was mainly about, you know, the screenwriters, the writers, directors. Films like Manchester by the Sea, very driven by performance and true-to-life stories of real human struggles, as with Moonlight, that reflect, you know, issues that so many people face in the world today.
So there was a theme of personal struggle?
Absolutely,
right.
I think so. Let's
talk about the funding that you need, or the effort that you need, even to get nominated for an Oscar. You know, I had this slightly romantic idea that actually it just might be, you know, that they would look at all of the films and that would be the end of that, and you might send a DVD in or something, but no, it doesn't work like that, does it?
No, it doesn't, and you know, there are situations where major studios will be trying to push their films on the Academy voters. There are lots of Hollywood events and glitzy parties, but you know, I think the consciousness of the voters has really come out in such an interesting way this year. We've seen such a fantastic celebration of films, and you know, you've got a studio like Amazon with Manchester by the Sea, you know, doing so incredibly well. Netflix also having a nomination for a documentary.
Right, so that's the next thing that's happened, is we used to talk about the big studios and then the independents,
yeah.
But now you've got other people putting money into making movies.
Absolutely,
and doing a good job.
And coming off the back of the European film market, what we're seeing is that broadcasters, well, now broadcasters like Amazon and Netflix are becoming major players in buying up from Sundance and all the film festivals, lots of great independent titles. And it's seeing a real influx of pushing the boundaries of the content that we usually get exposed to.
Let's just come back to that point about getting nominated. So what you're saying is throwing a lot of parties. That's quite expensive, isn't it? I mean, it raises the bar in terms of not what you spend on a film, which presumably the cost of that is going down because of digital technology, but what you have to spend in terms of marketing.
Well, distributors need to make an impression. So the sort of award season lobbying, you know, does exist, but these films have really been responded to by the public. Films like Moonlight have reached audiences for independent film markets and really resonated. Same with Manchester by the Sea, same with Fences, you know, a wonderful portrayal Denzel Washington achieved there. And that's how you get it going, word of mouth.
Thank you very much indeed.
Thank you very much.